Hey, what's up everyone? What you're seeing is me climbing under my truck. So I'm going to change the oil. I don't know if you can see it, if it shows up on camera. I set the camera up at the front of the truck looking forward, looking back rather. And what I'm doing is wiping all the oil off the pan, because it's just, this truck leaks a lot of oil. And I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't try to fix the leaks when I had the motor out. But I didn't know it was leaking at that point in time. And, you know, this is what I deal with now. And I just reminded myself that I never put this cover back on over the flywheel. I need to do that. And double checking. Yep, this is a 3/4 inch plug. So I just got to go grab the oil catcher thing here. This is a Walmart special, goes right there. And I'm going to put in 6 quarts of 1040 after I drain this. There we go. A little sludge on there. I don't know if you can see this, but I put the plug back in. The oil pan here is filling up. I think must be a plug underneath here somewhere to let the oil into the container, and I forgot to pull it out. Stupid me. That should be on this side somewhere. I gotta fish for it now. Here it is. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Now the oil's going down, but my gloves all. Glad I wore gloves. And I have a rag. So that's gonna take a minute to go down. So now I'm topside. This canister here is an oil filter of some sort. A reusable filter. There's a cartridge in there. I figure I take the top off of this. I think it's got a handle. You pull it up and you clean the filter. But I don't know how to get the oil out of what remains. There's probably a quart of oil left in there. I don't know what you scoop it out with a ladle. You vacuum it out with your shop vac. I don't want to go underneath and try to drain it through that. There's a little tube at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm not going to try to drain that. So what I found on the bottom of that, there's a little 1/4 inch drain plug. You know, one of those square openings. So I'm guessing, you know, after I open this up, pull the cartridge out, figure out a way to clean it. Probably clean it with gasoline is my guess. Then I'll get underneath and figure out what size wrench. It looks like maybe a 5/16 wrench. You know, it's a square drive. So I'm kind of nervous about doing this because I think it's going to make a mess. But let's see what happens. I know it's spring loaded too. I remember that much when I put it together. I think it's like a cartridge with a handle to pull it, and I think there was a spring involved. And maybe a little gasket too, for all I remember. You might not hear me talking about this because I might speed this up when I edit it. But then again, nobody's really watching these anyways. My last video, 10 people watched it. Yep, there's a little shaft sticking straight up. There's the gasket. there's the filter. I'm going to leave it right there for a second. I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to get something to catch it in. Okay, got a little piece of Tupperware here, or you know, Chinese takeout. I'll pull this straight up. That's not bad. It's not really hardly dripping at all, actually. But let's put it there and set this aside. Probably have to go on the internet and see how to clean this, but I also have to get my step stool. I'm going to try to give you a quick shot of this. I don't think I can do the camera and pull that drain plug at the same time. You know, I got to reach up past the fuel pump right there. You see that stain on the fuel pump kind of bothers me. I wonder what that's all about. So I found this pump that got at Harbor Freight for pumping oil. So I'm just pumping the oil out of here. Pumping it right. Here's a look inside the canister. Looks like there's a little bit of sludge on the bottom. What I'll do is try to wipe that up with soak that up with a rag now. So I was able to get my hands down in that canister hole. I have, I guess, small hands, and I wiped it out pretty good. Put it all back together. I'm ready to put the oil back in now. I think this takes 6 quarts, probably 5 quarts in the engine and 1 in that extra canister thing. When all is said and done, after I started it up, it fills up. But I got 1040 oil, which I think is what I read it's supposed to take. The funny thing was, I'm at Walmart today buying oil. I want to get like Pennzoil or Castrol or something like that. And there's no 1040 except for the Walmart brand, which is SuperTech. So I got 6 quarts of SuperTech. I'm pouring in, you know, the 5 quart container first. So I got 6 quarts in there now. Nothing better than looking at a dipstick with nice clean oil. I'm trying to see if that's full. I need better light. Looks to me like I'm down a quart. The line is right there, halfway through. So halfway between low and high. Which some would say is, you know, just right, but I like to keep it at the high line. So I might go buy another quart and get it in there before the day's over.